I'm on my own, broken and alone. I feel the rain crashing down.
Hi guys, it's Jisoo and welcome back to my channel, and today's video is going to be about how I take my biology notes. So this is a quick flip through of my science binder, and I just wanted to show you guys how I take my notes. And before I begin how to take my notes, let me just introduce my stationaries. So I drew 4 lines using my favorite washable super cheap Crayola markers. And these 4 yellowish colors are the colors that I'm going to use for today's note.
You close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me.
And now, let me introduce my brush pen. This is certainly not my favorite because the brush tips keep spread out, so I cannot write down the big words. So now these pens are the pens that are essential to me when I'm writing down notes. These pens are Dong-A gel pens, and I'm not really sure if you guys are familiar with these because the company of this pen is a Korean company. But certainly this pen is very cheap and good. I write down the chapters on top of the paper. And next to the chapter, I just draw the highlights of it, and then below the chapter, I write down the small topics. And next to the topic, I draw thin lines. And let me introduce my color code system. So for the vocabulary, the words are going red and the definitions are written down in blue pens, and I write down the contents not in a paragraph form but in a bullet points. And for the diagrams, I draw a box around the diagram and shadow the diagrams and annotate with blue pen usually, but sometimes key annotations are written down with red pen. So when I draw the table, you know, there are some standards of the table on the top side or the left corner about, for example, there is going to be about orders, and also there's going to be about standards of functions, and I just highlight those words with markers. And when I draw the graph, I just draw the graph normally, and when I have to annotate it, I annotate it with blue pen, and key annotations goes with red pen like the diagram. And when I write down the equations, I just write it down with black or red pen and draw a box around it and highlight the shadows as well like I did in the diagram. And when I saw the practicals or some experiments, I just draw the diagram with black pen as usual, but I draw the box around it using a green pen because the green pen is very practical, and I write down the process of it with green pen and conclusion in purple pen. And I don't really use purple pens a lot, but if I just show you guys the use of it, I use it for conclusions, therefore, so, thus, these words, and also for buts. Okay, let's move on to my symbol system. So I use lots of symbols using arrows, and from right it's increase, many, high, and as it goes to the left there are some decrease, not many, low, and I use some math symbols as well, like so, therefore, and also because, and the arrows that are lying down, I use it for the process usually, and sometimes for cause and effect. And for questions, I write down the question with blue pen, and I write down the solution with black pen. And if I mark it with red pen, if I got it right, and that's it. If I got it wrong, I write down the second solution using my green pen, and then I mark my second solution again using green pen. And yes, that's it for my method of taking notes, and let's just begin the note-taking, the real note-taking. So this is my biology textbook, and I'm going to use it for today's video. And as you guys can see, there is a big topic written down and also the small topic and the top number next to it. So I'm just going to write down the big topic in a different paper, because if I write it down in the same paper as my notes, I will get really confused what topic I'm going to study and until what page this topic continues. So just to classify all of the big topics, I just write it down in different paper. And then I'm going to write down the small topic on top of the paper using my not favorite brush pen. and then I'm going to just highlight it next to it, and I also write down the page number, the date I'm taking notes, and also the topic number next to it. And because there weren't any small topics right below the big topic, I'm just going to write down the paragraphs in a bullet point form so I can easily just read out it when I'm revising my biology session. And I'm writing down my vocabularies for today, and also drawing diagrams using black pen as I mentioned. And because this topic was about diffusion, I'm drawing some beakers around it.
Underneath the surface, dropping every part of my defenses. Take them all away if you can handle my heart. There's a crack in the wall where the light comes through, and I wanna show it all from a close-up view. So let's uncover me, and then let I uncover you. Baby, let's uncover me, and then let I uncover you. Wanna show me who you are with your guns on the floor, and I ain't gonna come with a guard at the door. So let's uncover me, and let I uncover you.
And thank you for watching, and if you guys enjoyed this video, please press likes, and if you want more videos like this, press subscribe button, and bye!